Hello everyone, barkanmu da sake dawowa wannan session namu na biyu na question and answers. A wannan session ɗin muna da tambayoyi da za mu amsa kaman guda 8, from number 1 to number 8. So amma kafin mu amsa bari mu address last question namu na part 1 wanda ba mu address nashi ba a wancan part ɗin, wanda yake magana how to avoid trivial questions in research, right? So kamar yadda na faɗa a presentation ɗin ko in ce a workshop ɗin, idan kana so kai research AI ko kana so kai research da AI, so there are a lot of options da ya kamata ka yi amfani da shi. Now let me go back to my GPT. For example, na farko this is my GPT. Idan kana so kai research, na farko abin da ya kamata ka sani shine cewa na farko kai activating wannan deep research ɗin. Even though wannan deep research yana da limit a wata, kamar yanzu kuna gani yanzu suna cewa 4 left. So I only have 4 deep research left a wannan watan February gabaki ɗaya. So shi ba daily limit suke bada ba, monthly limit suke bada. A wata za su baka maybe su ce maka bai wuce kai amfani da shi so 6 ba ko so 4 ko so for this particular month yanzu only 4 left. So I can only use deep research so 4. So yana da matuƙar amfani idan za ka yi research kai amfani da wannan deep research ɗin. Idan kuma kana amfani da Gemini ne, shi ma the same thing. Shi ma the same thing, ga shi yana da nashi deep research. So yana da kyau na farko kai fara activating wannan deep research ɗin. Zai taimaka maka sosai gurin making in-depth findings naka da abubuwa da yawa. Then abu na biyu da kake bukata shine kai prompt naka you should be detailed as possible. Detailed, like prompt can be up to 2 pages. Bai da limit na prompt. So make sure if your prompt is okay, duk wani abu da kake bukata a cikin prompt naka, make sure kai include nashi. For example, now let me give you an example of one prompt. There is one prompt da na amfani da shi gurin rubuta wani paper. Is a research paper. So let me give an example of this. Ka gani? This is 2 pages. All this wannan abun gabaki ɗaya prompt ne. Nake ce mishi menene? Act as a scholarly essay writer. Create a persuasive, deeply reflective, and academically sound 30-page essay titled, sai ka rubuta title ɗin abun nan ɗin. You will demonstrate exceptional ability to argue, analyze, and synthesize perspective from history, theology, and sociology. You will connect how religion, because this one has to do with religion, it has to do with history. So dole komai aligning. You will connect how religion and moral principles such as compassion. So look at the details. Look at it. You will structure the essay in a logical sequence. Global context, regional context. So you give him the details abunda kake bukata. We can see in the global context, the historical and contemporary global. So you come to the features. You explain the feature. For example, British humor like academic writing. You explain everything. APA style, multi-level logic, balance. So you explain everything da kake bukata abunya. So you now explain the tone. Maintain a human. You explain the tips. So a lot of things, like you have to be very, very detailed when it comes to abunda kake bukata. So AI ɗin zai baka. So duk wani trivial abubuwa a wani abu da yake unclear ba za ka same shi ba idan ka structuring prompt naka very well, sannan kuma kai including abun da ya dace a cikin wannan naka. Idan ya zama na cewa maybe you are not that good at prompting, dan da za ka iya prompting wannan abun up to 2 pages. So za ka iya zuwa kai amfani da custom GPTs. Misali yanzu, you can go to GPTs, you can go to explore GPTs. So there are a lot of custom GPTs wanda wasu ne suke customizing wannan abubuwan gashi as you can see it. Ga su sunan da yawa, akwai under writing, akwai under productivity, akwai under research and analysis. So duk waɗannan ga su sunan an use ne don su taimaka maka gurin gurin yin research naka, though some of them are not free gaskiya, wasu free ne wasu abin nan. So prompts din nake magana, you can search for let me say prompt maker or prompt generator with anything that has to do with prompts. Bari mu search na shi magani. So for example, I have prompt maker. So wannan mainly an design na shi ne saboda ya dinga mana prompt. You can see, you can now say start chat. So yes, now we have prompt maker. Muna za mu chatting da GPT ne amma da prompt maker. So let's say you want to do a literature review. Zaka iya ce mishi misali transform the prompt below into an effective prompt. Then you now give him the prompt. For example, rather than saying give me literature review, right, on the topic AI, for example, in a society. So you are telling him now to give you a better prompt rather than telling AI to give me a literature review on the topic AI in a society. You can simply ask this custom GPT to transform the prompt into an effective prompt. So you now send it. Can you see? So you can see this is the prompt. He said act like an expert academic researcher and literature review writer with a PhD level background. Gosh, you can see. So you can simply copy this. Maybe you can open your Word. Document, create new document and paste it. Then you can read and see. Maybe if there is anything you want to correct, you can see. Act like an your objective is to produce a high quality, well structured literature review on the topic artificial intelligence in society, suitable for undergraduates or early postgraduate. So you sai ka duba gani, are you an undergraduate, sai ka bashi, sai ka cire postgraduate, ko kuma are you postgraduate, sai ka cire undergraduate. So you edit it, sai ka mai da shi tax. Write a comprehensive literature review. You can say step-by-step instruction, clearly define AI scope in a society, organize the literature thematically. So this is requirement, use academic tone and formal language. So this is when you don't know how to write your prompt effectively. So you can come to prompt maker as one of the custom GPTs. Zai maka drafting prompt naka. So by when research by any prompt that you think is difficult for you, if you're having difficulty in designing any prompt or in coming up with an optimized prompt, so za ku iya amfani da prompt maker. Ko ba prompt maker din ba, you can still ask GPT din shi kanshi da kanshi, ko ma babu prompt maker din. Normal GPT chat namu za mu iya gaya mishi shi ma zai transform namu into abin da muke bukata. So let's try the GPT. So you can see the same prompt. Transform the prompt below into an effective prompt. Give me a literature review on the topic. So let's give it to the normal GPT. So you see GPT say here is specific. Can you see? For GPT ya is summarizing nashi compared to the prompt maker. So you can see prompt maker din ya bada more detailed information namu da ake bukata from the normal GPT, because wancan prompt maker din is designed specifically for prompts. Shi ko wannan it has a lot of knowledge akan shi. So you can see write a comprehensive literature review on the topic this. The review should examine the theoretical aspects. So you can see it's just one paragraph compared to other. So these are the things you need to know, that in Zaka research you need to have a very good prompt that zai bada duk wani information detail da kake bukata, sannan kuma make sure kai activating relevant options, that is your deep research or deep think. Thank you. So the next question, now let's dive into the next question, next segment of the question. So this one in Achiwa, the first question in Achiwa, in uploading files or images on GPT, the free version has limitation. Can I open multiple accounts using different email addresses in order to upload more images or files? Well, the short answer is yes. You can open as much email addresses or as much GPT accounts as possible with different email address, but actually that is unethical. Is unethical. Ideally ya kamata kowa ya zama yana da account guda ɗaya ne. Idan kai exhausting daily abun nan naka, muka exhausting daily limit namu, we are expected to subscribe, but you can open as much as possible idan kana so, but ethically ya kamata kai abun nan ne. So idan kai elapsing limit na wannan email address, and you can switch to the other email address. The only thing shine you have different conversation, ba zai yi ka ci gaba da the same conversation ba, saboda different records ne, different email address ne, saboda yana saving ne with your email address. So probably kana cikin wani conversation ne kuma kana so ka ci gaba da wannan conversation din, so idan ka login out ka je ka sa wannan email address din, ba za ka ga wannan particular conversation din ba, sai dai ka ga wani daban. Though there is a way you can see, you can share it. Yanzu let's say ba ma maganin feature din sharing ba, let's say wannan chat din da nayi wannan chat din da nayi ina so in sharing ma wani ya gani, so you can use this share. You can use this share. You can share to your X, you can share to LinkedIn, you can copy the link. In kai copy link din yanzu gashi ka daga ka copy link din, if you like zaka je ka paste ko a WhatsApp naka ko a Microsoft Word, duk wanda ka tura mishi wannan link din da ya bude wannan chat din da kai da shi da kai da GPT, shi ma zai gani, and you will be able to interact with it. You will be able to interact, even though there is option in group chat, just like normal group chat. If you want to be conversating in the same chat the other mutane da yawa, so you can create a group chat and do it. So the short answer is yes, you can create as many email address as possible and create GPT account. So the next question says what? Many AI tools have free versions, premium versions, and both. How can we know which tool falls into which category? So haka yake gaskiya, muna da free versions din, muna da premium, muna da kuma paid versions din. So gaskiya kusan mostly wannan large language models namu da nake da su, mostly they are premium versions. Za su baka dama ka dan fara amfani da free versions din ne, idan ka kai wani level kuma zaka gani, zaka koma baya kaman wannan. You can see get plus, kana zuwa wannan, this is GPT plus, this is indicating that wannan ba GPT plus one, you can get GPT plus. These are the subscriptions, possible subscriptions da muke da shi. This is for GPT. So the same thing for Gemini, even though Gemini yana ba da more free features compared to GPT. Ko pictures ne zaka creating, Google zai baka dama ka creating pictures da yawa fiye da GPT. So you can see, but amma da haka shi kanshi yana da nashi Google AI Plus. So if you want to upgrade to Google AI Plus, that is when you need to pay. Can we see these are the subscriptions, available subscription that make it either for 6 months, 3,000, or for 1 month. This is to start for 1 month, and this is for 3 months. But this is Google AI Ultra, this is AI Pro, and this is AI Plus. So they can so level name. Then the same thing with Copilot. So the same thing Copilot, even the one I'm using my official email address, so one is an enterprise subscription. There is subscription at this. Amma idan shi ma Copilot zaka amfani da normal Copilot ne, you have to pay. You have to pay. So let me switch to my normal email address, and you'll see that you have to pay. Sorry. So this is the version. This is the normal version that you have to pay. Can you see these are the subscription for Copilot? So the only one they are free for now is DeepSeek. DeepSeek for now is completely free. So idan zaka yi amfani da wanda zai amfani da DeepSeek gurin abubuwan, the only thing shine DeepSeek I don't think baya creating images a yanzu. but in the chat ne as za ka yi ta chatting da shi, even though su ma sauran chat free ne. So amma shi DeepSeek bai da limit. Sorry, free version ne completely, babu wani basi monetizing ba yanzu, babu kuɗi a cikin shi. So for now zan iya cewa free version da muka sani dai shine DeepSeek, but kusan duk sauran AI din they are more of premium versions. And the next one is number 3. What are the names of the AI tools that have only free versions, only premium versions, and those that offer both? So mostly when I'm questioning mun gama amsar na shi kenan ko. So free version for now mostly is DeepSeek. Premium versions on kuma su ne mun sani su GPT, su Gemini din dukan su ga su sunan dai. Most of the kuma other AIs din irin su Llama, su Cloud, su ga su sunan dai Grok AI ga su sunan model din da yawa. So then the next question says what? Please explain more about prompt engineering as a field of study. Are there any institutions either abroad or in Nigeria currently offering it as an undergraduate or postgraduate course? Well, so gaskiya for now dai I don't think akwai wani university da ake, saboda prompt engineering yana magana kawai akan yanda ake magana ne da large language model. So it's too small a ce an offering nashi as a complete course a cikin university ko kuma ma a postgraduate level gaskiya. So amma dai ina tunanin maybe courses waɗanda suke karanta machine learning engineers da AI engineers, ina tunanin maybe za a iya yi musu as just a course of study, kawai wani subject haka a cikin courses nasu. Ko kuma if you want to learn prompt engineering, then you can go to wannan maybe irin su Udemy, Coursera, or kuma you can go to YouTube. Yanzu muka je YouTube for example. Let's try YouTube. Let me say Coursera, Udemy. Let me go to Coursera. Let me try YouTube. This is YouTube, right? The largest free university that make education. So let's try prompt engineering. And you can see prompt engineering full course. So you can see at YouTube you can have a lot of prompt engineering courses that are free. Prompt engineering full tutorial, Google 1-hour prompt engineering. So you can see you have a lot of prompt engineering courses that you will learn for free at YouTube. And if you need certificates, maybe professional course, you can come to Coursera probably and search for prompt engineering. Prompt engineering. So you see these are you see prompt engineering courses with certificate at the end of the course. Amma wasu su mostly su ma sai ka biya. Wasu kuma ana offering course free, amma kuma kafin ka samu certificate sai ka biya. So currently gaskiya ba offering prompt engineering as a course of study undergraduate or postgraduate. No, ana offering national as a professional certificate mostly. Thank you. So the next question you choose. Okay, as a teacher setting examination questions at nursery, primary or secondary school level, for example, English language, can I ask AI to generate questions strictly based on a specific textbook? Yes. Simple answer is yes. Amma kuma there are conditions attached to it. Mafi sauki in kana da soft copy in textbook din, attach it. Kai attach ma AI din, saboda ba dole bane ka gaya mishi sunan textbook kuma kawai ya gane textbook din. Probably wasu textbooks din, especially textbook da muke amfani da su a makarantun mu, they are locally published. So mostly abunda kan a Nigeria kawai ake publishing nasu. So textbooks din da ba a recognize nasu internationally a duniya ba, so it's hardly zama na cewa GPT ya san wannan textbook ne. So zai fi kyau idan kana da soft copy din na textbook ko kina da soft copy din na textbook din, sai mu attach ma GPT din using attach document. Then sai mu mishi tambayan da dai zamu mishi, sai mu ce setting mana questions namu wa standard everything zai fi sauki. Amma idan kuma textbook ne da yake internationally recognized, maybe ko irin su novels haka, waɗannan duk da ya san su, irin African one da su international one, wannan da ya san su, you can ask him to set questions based on waɗannan novels ɗin. Amma in dai abun da yake locally ne, you can even ask him, GPT ne, you can ask him anything, zaka yi tambayan shi in ya san littafi kaza. Duk wasu popular littattafai yanzu ya riga ya sani. Novels ne masu sauƙi ne zai sani, duk wani motivational book ne ya sani. Idan ka tambaye shi wannan ka ce maka setting question based on kaza zai iya maka ba tare da. So the point din shine zaka iya yi, amma idan AI ya san textbook din, zaka iya fara tambayan shi daga farko cewa ya san textbook kaza. Probably matsalan shi kuma shine zai iya zama textbook din nan suna sharing wani suna da wani textbook wanda shi ya sani, wanda probably kai ba shi kake nufi ba. So yasa the best way shine kai attaching soft copy din idan kana da shi, amma kuma idan internationally recognized textbook ne, so probably ya san shi. Thank you. The next question yana cewa, please explain more about Canvas and what users should or should not do when using Canvas within AI tools. So kamar yadda muka faɗa Canvas, let's go back to our AI. Okay. Sorry. So this is our AI, for example. This is our AI. This is the response da muke da shi. Yanzu wannan response din da muke da shi ba mu isa mu editing ba. Idan muna so mu gyara wani abu ko mu goge wani abu daga response din nan da AI ya bamu, sai dai mu copying wannan abun, mu je mu kai shi Microsoft Word, then from there sai mu editing abin da muke so mu. So shi the essence of Canva shine idan muka sa Canva, in muka yi activating Canva, prompt nan, sorry, response nan da GPT ya bamu, za mu iya editing nashi with Canvas, sorry. In muka editing wannan Canvas din, idan yanzu misali zan iya ce mishi elaborating, let me just say elaborate, it means you should elaborate wancan prompt din da muka bashi. So yanzu na riga na enabling Canva, na ce mishi elaborate. So the response da zai bani yanzu ya bani shine a cikin Canvas environment, sorry. So yanzu ya elaborating amma kuma ya bani shi a cikin Canvas. So with Canvas, you see we have these three options. You can download, you can edit, and you can copy. So in muka danna edit, we can edit whatever we want to edit. Let's say wannan paragraph din bai mana ba, we will just highlight it and we will delete it. We will delete whatever we duk abin da muka gaba ma bukata. With Canvas zai ba mu dama me delete nashi. So that's basically amfanin Canvas din. Duk wani abu da ya bamu da bai mana ba za mu editing. Idan kuma muna so mu ƙara wani abu ne, shi ma za mu ƙara. So shine bambancin wannan Canvas din. So basically abin da yake kenan, ya bamu dama mu editing. Idan mun gama editing, then we can still download. So za mu downloading wannan a matsayin, you can see either PDF, Word, ko kuma Markdown document. Ko kuma we can copy it, sai mu je mu paste nashi maybe a Microsoft Word ko a Notepad or anything. So basically amfanin Canvas din kenan. Then the next question is saying what? Can I hold conversation with ChatGPT in order to improve my communication skill in English? In any language? Definitely. A very long conversation. Malami ma zai zama. We explained this feature before, right? Learn. Study and learn. So if you want to learn anything new, if you want to engage GPT in anything, ba ma GPT ba ko Gemini. In Gemini ne we are activating guided learning. The main activating guided learning in zamu iya ce mishi. You can even start with a very simple conversation. You can tell him that, let's assume we want to improve English. You can say, I want to improve my English communication skills. You can even start as simple as this. Just tell him, how can you help me? How can you sorry, help me. Just ask him, but make sure, let's activate our study and learn. So just tell him, I want to improve my English communication skills. How can you help me? With this, you can start a conversation. Then the conversation will keep on going. So let's see. Answer the Zebam. The network is slow. So I can help you improve your English communication skill in a structured, practical, and supportive way, focused on real usage, not just theory. Here is how I can support you. Speaking practices, vocabulary building, grammar, blah 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 blah. So look, after all the steps, he now says, what is your main goal for improving English language? E.g., daily conversation, school, university, teaching, presentation, interviews, confidence, or whatever. So let's assume we want to improve our daily conversation. Select daily conversation and tell him daily conversation. So he said, okay. He said, let's start slow and natural. We will practice short conversations and improve them step by step. Okay, step 1, warm up. Answer in English. Don't worry about mistakes. How was your day today? What did you do? Write a short answer. So the thing is, GPT is now trying to assess your level of English. Tunda initially ba mu gaya mishi level of English language namu ba. At initial stage idan muna so we can coin our prompt mu gaya mishi cewa maybe we are at initial stage ko kuma intermediary ko kuma advanced duka. So yanzu tunda ba mu gaya mishi ba, GPT yana so ya gano level in English language din namu, shi yasa yake ba mu wannan small exercise din. So with this question da zamu dinga gaya mishi, zai assess a level of English daily conversation naka, sai ya ga wani level kake, sai maka structuring lesson naka based on wani level naka. Zai tambaye ka time naka, ya tambaye ka everything, zai dinga tambayen ka. So you keep on going with the conversation. So if you want to upgrade your skill or you want to learn any language, so GPT is your best friend. GPT is your best friend. Gemini is your best friend. All the large language model, they are our best friends when it comes to learning something new. They break Nashi down to our step. They break Nashi down to a layman language. So we can use GPT to learn or to improve our skills in any language. Then the last question says, since AI models are not always accurate, how do we know when to use and when not to use AI? Exactly. Mention GPT namu, they are not 100% accurate actually. Suna abin da ake ce ma hallucination, even though ana samun improvement. So kuma not just hallucination, they are not accurate in the sense that they don't have emotions. So there are some certain situations ko kuma certain abubuwa da yake requiring emotions, wasu judgment da yake requiring emotions. So duk wani abu da ke requiring emotions, advisably do not ask GPT for it. Za mu iya tambayan GPT ya mana drafting da abubuwan da muke da, so za mu iya tambayan GPT ya mana anything that has to do with automation. Ya dai sauwaka mana, ya mana sauran abubuwa, amma anything that has to do with judgment, kar mu dauki judgment daga gurin shi. And then anything that has to do with calculations, we should make sure we verify the figures. And again, anything that has to do with reference, in mana research kenan, we should make sure cewa mun verifying wannan references. So in short, shine respond to wannan questions. And then wow, thank you very much for your rapt attention. Bye bye.